Meredith Jensen here with the next edition of Let's Go Exploring for the Athens Messenger. This week I'm here at Fluff Bakery, which is a new bakery in town that just opened up. It's owned by Jess and Jess Kopelwitz. They are two Ohio University alumni, which is something that I have in common with them as well. The only thing I don't have in common with them, the fact that I can't bake. I'm 26 years old and I can't bake a freaking chocolate chip cookie. So, Jess said she'd help me out, so I came on in. Since life is fun and we're supposed to eat it up, I'm going to learn how to bake it up. So follow me. Let's go do this. Step number 1 for this edition's adventure, gearing up. Brought my own apron. It says genius at work because I'm the genius. At least I have been since 3 years old when I was finger painting in this particular apron. Sorry, Mom, I stole this last time I was home. Alright, well, I'm all clean, my hair is pulled back, I'm all prepped and ready to go. So let's do the important part, introductions. This is Jess, she runs the place. She is the goddess of baked goods, if you will. Today she's going to teach me how to bake some happy birthday cupcakes for yours truly. Cupcakes around here are delicious. They're also one of the most popular items that are on for sale. They also have other items. Like, I guess we've got some booty shaker brownies over here that we're going to frost. So,
this is, I think many people will be jealous that you get to participate in this.
Yeah.
Because it's actually one of our most popular items. And I think just because it's called a booty shaker. So, and this is usually what we do all day. Just bake, finish, bake, finish. And so I'm running out of room. I don't know if you want to get a shot of this, but this is our pastry cooler, John. So kind of some of the cookies that we have scooped, some extra cupcakes, and we do a whole variety of cupcakes depending on what we have on hand. Cookies, Mama Joe's, which are really popular, the big buttermilk and orange cookies, yum. Our little cakes that we do. This is a good place to come when you're in trouble or you forgot somebody's birthday. And that's usually why you're in trouble. Creme brulee, we do little containers to go. Truffles, chocolate truffles with a red cocoa. Star Goose, which is one of our most popular. They're similar to Buckeyes, but we use Starline Organics Maple Crunch Spelt cereal, which has a lot of sweetness and yumminess to it. So, and that spelt, which is an ancient grain, has grown 10 miles from here.
So, Fluff has done a lot in its short time here to sort of bring together a lot of other, other local businesses, other local farms and products. They also have sandwiches and soups and stuff like that that are also made with locally grown ingredients. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and go make some cupcakes now. Let's get on with this.
So some of the important things as you're baking is always preheat your oven. Make sure that it's ready to go at the right temperature, because if the oven's not hot enough, they won't rise, they won't bake. The outside might get brown before the inside, and you're not going to have the same kind of cake-like effect as far as it being fluffy and yummy. So that's one thing. Okay, so we have our recipe. Then we have all of our ingredients. Again, these in plus, having everything in this place. So we have our eggs, we have butter behind you, and it's always important to have all your ingredients at room temperature when you're making cakes or cheesecakes, same thing, or cookies, same thing. And usually cakes, cookies, all the same base: sugar, flour, eggs, butter. Very important.
Don't forget the butter.
Yeah, don't forget the butter, very important. I always use unsalted because you always need to be able to control the salt content in your baked product. So, and hit on, and again, it takes into consideration the weight of the bowl. Should go on. There we go. Oh, sorry. All right, and then you're going to use, okay? You're going to take, you're going to look for flour. You're going to do 17.5 ounces of cake flour. Okay. So, I'm actually going to use all-purpose. It for this recipe works fine. Cake flour is a lot finer ground. So if you're doing like a sponge cake,
you're fine.
It's a lot better application for that. But with this kind of cake, it's kind of a hearty cake. It holds up a lot easier.
So I want this to be one.
Yep, 1 pound, 1 ounce.
Gotcha.
This guy's just gonna spoon that into his 1 ounce and 3/8.
Okay, so the one here.
Yep, you got it. Yep. And salt is so important in sweet things because it brings out all the flavors in whatever you're making. Just whisking it in the bowl. And then it creates that, sorry, like a little pile there, that mixes everything together. And again, it's like sifting. So, next, you're going to add 10 ounces of butter. I'm scared. And we use, this butter isn't coming from very far away. It's really good butter. Now, when you have a lot of butter and flour and liquid in a bowl, it's full, you never want to turn on high all at one time.
Right.
So I kind of just hit it a little bit, back and forth, until it starts incorporating, so I don't throw flour all over myself, because I've done that quite a few times. So this is just a hint as you're getting ready to do that. And then once it gets incorporated, you can let it go for a second. And you don't want to actually mix it too much because it will develop gluten and that will make the cake kind of tough. Okay. So we just want to incorporate those ingredients. That's perfect. Perfect. And now we're going to mix up our wet ingredients and start adding to our dry. Okay. So let's go. Stir them right back over there. Yep.
That was at what? How many?
Nice. 7.5 ounces. Yeah.
So temperamental.
A little bit more. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. And again, you know, in a home kitchen, you're probably not going to have things that are this big. Yeah. So. Just going to grab it like this. Yeah. Shows it. Yolks are broken, and then you just kind of back and forth. Got it. Just a little bit like that. All those ingredients are really incorporated. Okay. So give it another minute or so, and then you'll scrape these sides down.
Alright, so I have accomplished making my cupcakes and didn't destroy them yet. Now all we gotta do is pop them in the oven.
That is important when you open that up. We close it fairly quickly so that we don't lose all that temperature. We're going to go about... Alright, there we go. Now we just wait. So pull one of these guys out and just kind of touch the cupcake. So you're going to see how it's like still a little ooey gooey? You want to spin it and then we're going to... All of them? Yeah. And you'll see they start to like lose a little because that's losing that heat. We're actually going to go ahead and we're gonna shut it. Just let them go again. Okay. There we go. Alright, so they're still a little bit soft. So let's give it another... Alright, so we're going to feel the top of them. Oh, they're nice and springy. Good. This one's come out. Perfect. Yeah, you can throw them right on one of those baking sheets. Again, you'll always want to have some kind of cooling sheet to put those on. There we go.
I'm not coordinated enough to do this.
And you can use that other one too.
This one down here? Okay.
Awesome. Those are perfect. So you can see like they didn't fall, which sometimes if they fall, it means the oven temperature really changed dramatically during the baking process, or you've over-mixed them. And also when you're making icing, whatever recipe you have, you want to make sure that it's actually stiff enough to hold up for whatever application you're using. So for the booty shakers, when we put that icing on, we want it to spread easily, so you want it a little bit thinner. Yeah. And then with the other icing, with cupcakes, you want it to actually be a little more stable so it holds up. And so usually with cupcakes, what I'll do is I'll kind of start on the outside and I'll kind of just move it. And so I'm just going to kind of do a little kind of circular, even pressure with your hand, and then just kind of right over the top squeezing. So I'll let you do a few of those guys.
This is going to be a comedy part.
Yeah, right? That's what you do. Nice. Nice.
Yours looks so much better. I'm going to add more to the top of that one.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. I'll eat that one.
Whatever you feel like. Yeah.
Send that one home.
Oh no.
I'm just kidding. Awesome. Awesome. Even like top it off with some chocolate sprinkles.
Oh yeah.
Add a little bit extra. And I don't have any more ganache made up, but just do a little bit that guy. You know? So pretty.
Chocolate sprinkles.
You know, easy.
Everything's better with chocolate.
Everything is better with chocolate. So these colored sprinkles, you know, we'll do a variety of stuff. So.
Which cupcake looks better?
I don't know.
Definitely this one.
It's
a professional cupcake.
But you can see, I mean, you can really jazz them up with very simple things and things that you have on hand, and all your favorite toppings. So.
Well, I did it. Took me 26 years, but I think I successfully made my very first cupcake. It's a nice, basic, you know, white cake cupcake with a delicious frosting and some Heath bars and sprinkles, because we never have enough sprinkles in life. Special thanks to Jess and Jason for letting me crash their party and sort of take over their kitchen for an afternoon. To all of you out there, if you want to learn to cook like me, like I said, they're going to have some baking classes coming up. Their first session of baking classes that are coming up this next week are actually full, so fortunately you'll have to catch them the next time around. But I'm going to enjoy the labors of my work, a nice cup of coffee here, kick back, relax, have a great cupcake. So until next time, stay curious. Oh man, I feel bad.